The importance of winning your morning. The importance of winning your morning. That is what we are going to talk about today. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson, and you're listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast, a place where you discover your success, your greatness, your purpose, your destiny, and become all what you were designed to be. Sit back and relax, and let us go on a journey together of transformation. Certified and credentialed coach to the International Coaching Federation. Thank you for pausing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing the podcast. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the new listeners and all the new people all around the world that are joining this community. Thank you. Thank you. I am so grateful that you took the time to listen to this podcast. And what we're going to get coach on today is the importance of winning your morning. But can I have permission to coach you today? Can I have a permission to take a deep dive into this subject, the importance of winning your morning? Everything that is said in this coaching session is confidential between me and you. This is a safe place. You could put it in the comment. What are you feeling? What do you think? What are you feeling? If you have a question, you could put it in the comments. Everything that is said is confidential between me and you. And also, what do you expect? Every time you go into a coaching session, you should have an expectation. What is the outcome that you would like to have? What is that outcome that you would like to have today? Also, if you want more inspiration, more coaching, more inspiration, more motivation, more coaching, you could visit my website, AntonioLandisThompson.com. AntonioLandisThompson.com. There are a lot of episodes that you can listen to start your morning, something short, something inspirational, or if you could listen just to some different episodes on mindset, anything with personal development, purpose, vision, anything. It's there. So visit the website, AntonioLandisThompson.com, and on there also you'll have some packages. You know what? I want to give a shout out to somebody before I get in. I want to give a shout out to Harry Dan III. I call him Professor Harry Dan III. He's been such an incredible encouragement to me over these past couple months. He's on social media. Check him out. Also, I like to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. His name is Tawando Sanders, but he's also known as Peter Ronks. Thank you so much. These two gentlemen, in the last couple months, they have been my support. I'd also like to give a shout out to Mr. Eli. I was introduced to him by Mr. Harry Dan. Eli, I want you to know I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for your support. Keep your head up high. There's so much greatness in you. I want you to continue to release that greatness. Now, let's get into this coaching session. The importance of winning the morning. Now, let me tell you how this got started. About a week or two ago, I realized I was getting really stressed out. I was thinking about, everything, thinking about podcasts, thinking about everything, just thinking about life, podcasts. Should I run today? Should I not run today? The lawn got to get cut. You got to go to this track meet. You got to go this. All kind of things are going. And what I realized in that week, I didn't run. I didn't run. I didn't run. And what I realize is when we wake up in the morning, the most sacred and most important part of the morning, listen to me, listen up, is that first hour of the day. Ooh. The most sacred hour or the most important hour of the day is when you wake up in that first hour. Because what you do in that first hour, you are either setting yourself up for success that day or you're setting yourself up for failure that day. And what I realized that week, I was like, you know what? I was getting up. I was doing some things to motivate me and inspire me. But what I realized, I needed to take more control of my morning. Because once you wake up in the morning, what is one of the first things a lot of people do in the morning when they wake up? One of the first things a lot of people do in the morning when they wake up, they grab for their phone. Hmm? They grab for their phone. Here's something I want you to practice, and I'm practicing this also. When you get up in the morning, try not to. I'm gonna say try. When you get up in the morning, don't touch your phone for the first half an hour or hour of the day. Or to some people, based on the nature of your job, don't touch your phone for the what? The first 15 minutes of the day. Why? Because for the first couple minutes when you wake up, you want to focus on you. You want to clear your mind. You probably want to do some praying. You probably want to do some meditating. You probably want to listen to something inspirational or motivational, something that fills your cup up, something that fills you up. But what happens is some of us we run straight to the phone and we get on social media and we start scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Next thing you know, we come across this breaking news, some bad news, something to disturb us. And then we start texting this one about this and this and this. Next thing you know, excuse me for a second, next thing you know, minutes have passed and you have not won your morning. Now you're feeling so tired, you're feeling so fatigued, you're feeling so stressed out, and you haven't even got out of bed yet. We're talking about the importance of winning your morning. I want to ask you this. Here's a coaching question. What is something you can do to set yourself up for success every morning of your life? What is something that you can do that can set yourself up for success? Because after the end of this coaching session, I want you to realize the importance of winning your morning, but also I want you to have some type of strategies or systems in place to help you win your morning. I got up this morning and I started thinking, should I cut the grass today? Or should I just hire someone to cut the grass? Should I run today? Should I run this evening? And you know what I decided to do? I said, you know what? I haven't run last week. I'm going to go for a run. Ooh. That was one of the best decisions I made because when I went for a run this morning, that is my therapy. I was breathing in that nice fresh air. I saw the moon. I could still see the moon because I love to run early in the mornings. I could see some of the deer eyes with my light shining. And when I came back home, I felt so refreshed. And I said, I've won the morning. And what sealed it was before my wife left. Oh, she came and gave me a kiss. Ah, ooh. I mean, life can't get no better than that. I was able to see my daughter before she went off to school, able to pray for her. And then also I would ask her, I'll say, what are you grateful for? Let me get some water. Oh my gosh. What I'm doing, I'm winning the morning. Also, what I'm learning also in the mornings, oh my gosh, excuse me. What I'm also learning in the morning is that even as a father, right, I have to be very careful how I address my children in the morning. Because what I'm doing, I want to give them information. I want them to leave out of the house feeling motivated, feeling charged up, that they can actually win the day. And one of the things that I like to do, that I ask them, that I'm setting them up for success, whether they know it or not, as I'm asking them, what are you grateful for? It's very important that we win the morning. Now, here's the thing. If you don't win your morning, you have already set yourself up for failure. Oh my gosh, excuse me. If you don't win your morning, you are setting yourself up for failure. Let's do a role play. You get up in the morning, and that first hour you get up, you can get a text that upsets you. You can get a phone call that upsets you. You could get in an argument with your daughter, your son, your children. You could get in an argument with even a brother or a sister. You could get in an argument with your husband or your wife. You could get in an argument, and next thing you know, you start thinking about that argument. Now you operating in this negative energy. Now you're upset. It's the first hour, and now you go to eat some breakfast or what have you. Even because you're feeling so bad, you're not feeling good. Guess what? Even your food cannot digest properly, right? Because when you angry, you're sending all kind of chemicals and negative energy all through your body. Then you take that negative energy, you take that attitude, you go in your car, you go catch your bus, you catch your train, you walk or you catch your bicycle, then you go to your business or you go to that job, and then you carry all of that stress and that negativity, all of that pain, you carry it into the workplace. Now you're in the workplace, right? And you at your job or at your business. Now you just snapping at people. You snapping at people. You snapping at people. People are asking, "Is Antonio all right today? Is is Charlie? Is Mary? Is John? Is Sue? Are they all right today?" Next thing you know, you go into a meeting. You go into a board meeting, and and like I did on the other episode, that whether we realize it or not, we're making a positive impact or we're making a negative impact. Then you at lunch, you eat some lunch, and then look like everything that comes your way is a problem. Somebody says something to you, it gets you upset. Somebody says something to you, it ticks you off. Then you come home, and then when you get home, your wife or your husband or your children say, "How was your day?" And based on your response or how you just acting, they say, "Did you had a bad day?" When you sit down and assess your day, you realize it all started in that first hour of the day. Mm. You see, if you don't set yourself up for success in that first hour of the day, ooh, you're going to have a terrible day. You have to be intentionally about your morning, your first hour. Look, I want you to treat your first hour of the day as your sacred hour. That's the time where you pray. That's the time where you meditate. That's the time where you reflect. That's the time which you get into your affirmations. That's the time where you just do some self-talk. That's the time where you just relax. That's the time where what you do in the first hour of the day, you are pouring into yourself. You're pouring. And all your parents out there, I know we have some super moms out there and some super dads. Guess what? You need some personal time for yourself. I want to say that again. We have some super dads, some super moms, some super grandparents. Guess what? Your life is important. So, guess what? You need some time for yourself. For all of you teachers out there, before you get into that classroom, you make sure you pour into yourself. Whether you're a pastor, whether you're a plumber, whether you're an electrician, that first hour of the day, treat it as a sacred hour. Why? Because what you do in that first hour of the day, you're setting yourself up for success or failure. What are some strategies you can do to set yourself up for success? When you wake up for the first hour of the day, now me, I like to use my phone. I like to use my phone to when I listen to motivation or inspirational. It's so easy. It's so mobile. But what I'm learning is that first hour of the day. Ooh, somebody's like an hour. To you, it might be long. To you, it could just be 30 minutes. It could be 45 minutes, or at least 15 minutes. That first 15 minutes of the day, don't touch the phone. Oh, you say, "Coach, what are you talking about?" You remember what you used to do before you had the phone? You still survive. That first 15 minutes of the day, don't touch the phone. Before we go on, I want to check in with you. How are you doing right now? How are you doing in this moment? What are you feeling? What is coming up to you? You're hearing this right now, the importance of winning with the morning. If this resonate with you, or what are you feeling, put it in the comments, or send me a text. Call me. Let me know. Let me know what are you thinking right now. Okay? Like I said, that first hour of the morning, when you get up, don't touch the phone. Whether it's an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. What are you going to do is realize once you start to do this, you develop a habit. And over a period of weeks and months, what's going to happen, the focus of the morning when you wake up is going to be you. Mm. All of that out there in social media, all of that can work. Like I tell people, if I do listen to the news, I listen to the news at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. I'm not listening to no breaking news in the morning. Hmm? That's just for me. I had to find out what work out for me. Maybe some of you just need to don't watch the news first thing in the morning. Hmm? Hmm? Like I was telling somebody the other day, I paraphrasing, I was saying that for me to focus on good, I can't be focusing on the bad news all the time. Mm. If I want good vibrations in my life, if I want good energy in my life, mm, if I want to live the abundant full life, I can't be focusing so much on the bad news. And when I say the bad news, it's just negativity after negativity after negativity. Like I don't like gossip. If you come into me to gossip about someone, just keep it to yourself because it's not helping me and it's not helping that individual. Information you bring into me, is it in it can you help can we help this individual, or are you just bringing information to tear this person down? We talking about winning our morning strategies. Getting up in the morning, don't touch the phone for the first 15 minutes. Don't turn on the television. Don't turn on the television. If you go into a car, what I do sometimes is when I go into the car, I like to listen to music or something inspirational, motivational. But what I do sometimes is when I go in the car, I turn on nothing. And sometimes I will drive for a couple minutes or 50 minutes, 30 minutes, and I'm just listening to nothing. I like to turn my windows down. I like that fresh air to come in, and I'm just thinking about life, reflecting on life. What? Because I'm winning my morning. Sometimes we hear so much information come in, we don't know how to be still and just focus on our thoughts and meditate and listen to what exactly is going on in the inside. It's very important. Oh, we got to bring this to a close. It's very important that you win your morning. What we talk about this morning, we just had a little, check-in self-talk this morning. The importance of winning your morning, and this came up to me last week, about a week or two ago. I realized I was kind of getting stressed out, and I realized I hadn't even ran that week. And running to me is therapeutic. It keeps me nice and relaxed. It keeps me so peaceful. It just keeps me in a good mood, and that's one of the reasons I've been running from I was like in my teenage years. I've been running, and it's one of the things that helped me. Maybe you need to exercise in the morning. You might not go for a run. Maybe you need to go for a walk. If you live in an apartment, maybe you just need to walk the stairs. Maybe you just need to go outside in the morning. Just listen to the birds. Just listen to the bees. You have to do something in the morning to win your morning. But here's the thing. You have to be intentional about winning your morning. Now, also, just because you decide to win your morning, it don't mean that everything is going to go fine, right? Things happen. Life happens, right? Life happens. Things happen. But now, because you're practicing to win the morning, you're setting your way up for success. Whatever comes your way when you go into that office, whatever comes that way when you go into that classroom, whatever comes your way when you go in that business, whatever comes that way for you because you set yourself up for success, because you laid a good solid foundation, because you fill your tank up with that in that morning. Now, whatever come to you, you can handle it. Why? Because you set yourself up for success. Mm. Thank you for listening. I know this has resonated with you. I know this has touched you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think about somebody who needs to hear this message. And I want you to share this episode with somebody. Somebody who you feel like needs this. Thank you for listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast, a place where you discover your success, your greatness, your purpose, your destiny, and become all what you were designed to be. This is Coach Antonio Landis Thompson, and we talk about the importance of winning our morning. Because if we don't win our mornings, we are setting ourselves up for success. You either set yourself up for success for the day, or you set yourself up for failure for the day based on how you start your morning. How you start your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. If you want a day of uplifting, if you want to live a victorious day, if you want to live a successful day, if you want to be able to walk into every day with confidence and hope and certainty that you can make it through this day, I want you to treat your morning as a sacred morning. Take that first hour to pour into yourself. Pour into yourself. And as you pour into yourself in the morning, you will be ready to conquer the day. The best and the greatest day to be alive is the day. Visit the website AntonioLandisThompson.com for more inspirational and motivational episodes. Your purpose was never lost. Your purpose is inside of you. Be intentionally about winning your morning, because how you start your first hour of the day, you either setting yourself up for success or failure. Thank you for listening. Your day is going to be amazing. Why? Because you are setting yourself up for success today. Why? Because you are listening to Winners for Life Coaching Podcast. I love you. Blessings and blessings.